All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zero Dark Nerdy, the most disrespectful pop culture podcast on the planet. I'm your host, Brian, a.k.a. El Nino, and today I'm joined with...
Jadon, a.k.a. Embrace the Martian, a.k.a. Spacecracker.
Spacecracker?
God damn, that was racist.
It's fine.
This is Mateo, a.k.a. Murderer Strong. I'm just rocking with the Wu-Tang thing.
Do it.
Murderer Strong.
I like it.
And the best fucking thing ever.
Boom.
Boom.
Ryan Saber, Captain Cleveland, Brown, Cavs, Indians. Shout out to all the folks at the wedding that I was at last weekend in Cleveland that showed love to our podcast. We appreciate you. Keep listening. Tell your friends. We're big in Cleveland.
Yeah,
OH.
To all of our listeners,
I'm a
seriously, thank
Michigan
you guys
fan.
for listening. We're in year 2.
Oh.
That's a whole. No, that's a whole.
You can't do the I.O.?
No.
What?
That's a whole fucking thing. My brother will. It is a cause of discomfort in my circle. So we'll
Fair
leave
enough.
It at that.
It's a whole big thing.
On today's episode, we're going to be recapping the recent events over at E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo.
That's correct.
As it's called. Big shout out before we get started. Unfortunately, you cannot join us today. Our buddy Tim Howell. If you haven't checked out his blogs on the website, please do so. The website is www.popculturepodcast.com.
We love Tim.
Tim, big shout out. He's at Heroes Con today, so he's probably going to give us a nice little
What's
recap
going
of
on
Heroes
with that?
Con.
What's going on with that? What is that? When you sent out that text message, I wasn't sure.
So it's it's a convention down in Charlotte where it's comic books.
It's comic book
cosplay,
or it's comic book focused
Right.
rather than like celebrity focused.
right. So it's more just like you said it. Boom. I don't even know how to repeat it.
Thanks, Jerry.
It's
awesome.
our man on the street, Jerry.
That's right. I'm the man in the line.
Yep. So big shout out to Timmy. We know you're having a good time down there. We'll catch up with him when he gets back. So it's going to be a little mini episode recapping the events of E3. Some takeaways. I guess I'll go ahead and kick it off. Microsoft, the big one, talking about the new Project Scarlet console coming out 2020 Christmas next year, right?
Yeah.
So 8K, which I guess that means we're also going to be getting 8K television.
So they're already
Yeah, they're already
coming.
okay.
in the works. Yeah.
So the other ones will get cheaper.
On
Awesome.
that, right? No, they did. So I bought that TV a few weeks ago. I bought a TV, and
Go on.
so it was $1,000 off. Okay.
How big was it?
It was it's an 85-inch Samsung. 4K HDR. It was $1,000 off, so I got it for $24.99, and I got a $300 Best Buy gift card with it.
Oh.
So what they're trying to do is they're trying to move through all that old 4K inventory to get the 8Ks in
Liquidation.
there. And they have an 8K. They have an 80-inch 8K. I forget what brand it is on the Best Buy website right now, and it's like $10,000.
Jesus.
Shout out to
Saber,
Best Buy.
you can't get any commission off this.
No.
I still got a plasma TV.
Hey, that's all
Hey,
right.
I got mine
all right.
from 2007. My Sony shit still looks good, but I will eventually have to upgrade. Though,
Oh, yeah.
because it
4K
still
's
weighs.
coming.
Like
I got
100
4K
pounds.
TVs in every room of my house. You need it, man. You need it.
I need this.
And then it's going to be coming out with Halo Infinite, which from the footage that I saw
shit.
looks stunning. And Cyberpunk 2077 with Keanu.
Yeah.
And Gears of War 5, just to name a few. So, any thoughts, takeaways? Besides Keanu being this being the year of
Cyberpunk,
Keanu?
Yeah, that was it. Of course, the Final Fantasy reboot.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're doing that again I think they're going to wait for the PS5.
Yep.
No, they're gonna
No?
put it out, it's going to be one of those that they put out
For both?
For both, and it's going to be different versions.
Okay.
All right.
And I just found this out today. Is they're going to be a Stranger Things game on your mobile,
Okay.
but it's going to be like Pokemon Go.
Huh.
So it's like live
Find the Demogorgon.
interaction. Yeah, you're in the upside down. I know that.
They must have scrapped the Harry Potter version for that. 'cause
Location based is what they call it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And fucking sick of talking about it, but The Last of Us 2, still
Eventually
no date on
this will come
that. Supposedly it's February 2020.
Back on PS4 though. So a year ago, it was we're holding off for PS5, and then probably 6 months ago.
At this point, they should just hold off for
Yeah.
PS5.
Right.
The Last of Us turned 6 yesterday. 6 years ago.
Still
Wow.
one of the best games
I
ever.
play it all the time.
Yeah.
And the multiplayer, which they're saying that part 2 might not have a multiplayer, which is dumb.
They will eventually. All the games now, even the ones that don't, are coming out with a multiplayer eventually, a battle royale mode, because that's what the fans demand.
And that's a big thing they talk about E3 too, is not charging for the extra packs for a lot of these games coming out.
That's how
whether
it
it's
should
Call of
be,
Duty.
though.
I agree.
You know,
you end up spending over $100 on one game.
yeah.
minimum.
I mean, that's
minimum.
the thing. Like
You're
Apex,
almost there buying it originally, and
Apex
then the shit on top.
Legends
Yep.
is one of the most played games right now. It's a free game, right? And when the seasons come out, you pay. Season 2's coming out here in July. Season 1's wrapping up now. You pay $10 for the season. The game was free. You pay for it, and then you pay for upgrades. The shit that you want, you get instead of like, oh, let me pay
That's
$60.
cool
Yeah.
if the game is free.
Right.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
and that's the direction that I think they're going
Fucking
to go.
crack deal it to me, man. Give me the first one for free.
Yeah, the first one's always free.
But the video game, so this is sort of a side note, all these next consoles are going to have options to be, you will have an option to have it with a disk drive in it, and you will have it to have an option that does not have a disk drive in it. Now, the disk drive will be used for backwards compatibility, so if that's important to you, you'll have that option. Digital is the way, everything's going to be cloud-based. The hard drives are larger, but the interesting thing is the video game companies do not like that.
Oh, I bet.
Right? What they make money on, those discs in the packaging cost like 50 cents to make, and they turn around, they sell the physical copy. So if you...
It's called markup.
Yeah, if you go on Amazon or if you go to Best Buy or, even... I don't think GameStop has this option. They might. I don't know. I haven't bought a game from there in a while. But you can buy the physical copy and you can buy the digital copy. They only do discounts on the physical copies.
Okay.
So if you want to buy the digital copy, unless, the Microsoft store will discount it when the game gets old, but when they first come out, or they're doing like Christmas time deals and shit like that, where they mark like Madden down like $50 or whatever.
Right.
That's only on the physical copies, and the digital copies always stay full price because they're still trying to drive people back through that channel for whatever reason. So.
I don't see why I would get one without a slot for a disc.
I haven't bought a physical copy of a game in probably 2 or 3 years. I just don't anymore. And even now, the One X, the Xbox One X, they just put out a driveless version of it, the fully digital version. It's $2.99 at Best Buy right now. I'm not getting paid for this.
I was like, when did you quit Volvo?
Best Buy.
It's like Tyler Durden over here. He's got jobs all over the place.
Another big takeaway from E3, of course, is the Avengers game coming out. The footage looks pretty good. Obviously, they do not look like their movie versions
they
of
do
themselves.
Yeah, I wish they
Which-
would have put more into that.
I wish they would have too. I don't mind it.
Voices.
More
Right.
money.
You know,
Yeah.
Disney,
Oh, yeah.
Disney owns them by now. Like, you think they could,
I
put their
can-
likenesses in there.
I can only imagine how that meeting with Robert Downey Jr. went. Hey, Bobby, we want to put you in a video game. Yeah, well, it's $50 million to get me in a movie. So you know what? I'll do it for half.
Right. 2 days work.
Half and $2 more.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But think about how much more they would make on that game.
God, yes.
I think people are still going to buy
They're
it.
still gonna make fucking killings on that game.
You know what they're fucking going to do? They're going to put that out, and then they're going to, sell you the skin that makes them look like the
That
fucking
makes
real
more
people
sense.
later. Dicks.
That's actually Jerry. That's good insight. You're probably right. There's going to be a lot of expansions on that.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
not Rocket.
right? What? Like the first 5? Wait, only 5, right?
Right.
So no Hawkeye.
The original
on that.
5.
No Hawkeye on that. So it's the 4 original and my girl.
Black Widow.
Ass, yeah. Scarlet Joe.
It's coming.
But they'll expand so you can add the other heroes and stuff like that. Look, I need more from that. That's what I have written down here. I have some goods. I have some bads. When I talk about the Avengers, I need to see more. I've read a lot of articles on that. The video game companies, Capcom and some others, I'm trying to think who, Spider-Man that just came out for PS4 last year, that was a really good video game, a superhero video game. The sort of non-fighting genre, so like Marvel versus Capcom and things like that. So like the actual like story modes, yes,
Right. Yeah.
They have not ever made a good one. Besides that,
I agree.
Spider-Man, because of the mechanics, because of trying to have the players act the way they do.
Arkham Knight was pretty good.
So I just
that
downloaded
series
that.
is great.
I
Yeah.
just downloaded that and played it the other day for the first time. It's free on the Xbox Game Pass. The Arkham Knight,
Finally free, huh?
And the
Arkham Asylum?
and Asylum,
Yeah.
the both of them. So I started that, but
I love
Those are really good
They're
games.
so good.
the mechanics on this Marvel game, if it's good, it'll be a fucking smash.
It doesn't look good though. I mean, it's good to see it. It looks good to finally see this
Right.
as a playable video
Right.
game.
Not just a mobile app.
Right.
There's no release date on it, right?
No.
No.
The gameplay's there, I will love it.
Yeah.
Even regardless of how they look.
I did see Abomination in there.
Yeah.
Now,
They
was
get to
it-
put
was it
whoever
this
they want in
game?
those.
I know we talked about this, I think maybe the last time, but was it this video game that's supposed to have a lot of the mechanics from God of War?
So
Or was
that's
that
what I
another
was
game?
talking about. So the guy, the gentleman who
The guy.
that guy over
Use
there,
guys.
this guy.
there's some
so
guys.
The guy that that designed the axe in the latest God of War is on this game as a designer. So
Okay.
they're saying that Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield are going to have a lot of the mechanics.
Awesome.
But it adds, complexity. You're going to have guys fucking flying around. You got Thor bringing down lightning. You got, I feel like Steve Rogers and Hulk, Bruce Banner are probably going to be the easiest to design. Like, imagine trying
Hulk
to
smash.
yeah,
That's
but
it.
imagine like Iron Man, like honing targeting in systems, like flying around, doing things with only your hands or your feet to like change, how fast you fly, shooting fucking missiles coming out of here. I mean, all the shit that he has, like they have a lot of challenges and it could go,
Ain't
go
nothing but a
south.
combo.
Yeah, it could go south. Yeah.
I have a question. I never
Give it
played.
to us, the
I've never
experts.
played God of War. Are you talking about like control? Yeah, okay, assholes.
Damn.
We love you, Jerry.
Are you talking about like?
Side-eyed you too.
Are you talking about like you get to control where like your weapon goes?
No,
kind of shit.
it's the mechanics of
That's what you need with a
Yeah.
shield or a Mjolnir.
exactly.
True.
And that's what so.
Meow meow.
So basically, what it'll be is there's going to have to be some AI built into it. It's going to have to be smart, sort of smart AI that when you throw your shield in an area where there's 3 bad guys, it would have to, villains.
Yeah.
It would have to bounce off of
Guys.
one hit. You know what I mean? There's it would be too hard to do that. So we'll see. We need to see more. There's no launch date. There's no release date. They showed a teaser of this thing at like E3 2017, and this is the first view that we've gotten of it since then. So it wouldn't surprise me if this was a PS5, Xbox 2, or whatever the fuck the next Xbox.
It better
will
look
be
better
called.
than that if it is.
It
It looks a lot like
It looks a
what was
lot
the
like a mobile
Capcom versus Marvel.
Shit, nah, man, that shit looked better than that. Sorry, that's one of my favorite games.
No, like the newest one. Have you played the newest one? I think it's called Infinite.
Uh-huh.
I have not.
Yeah. That
Not
one,
good. I haven't played
I
it.
beat
haven't
it in
played
a
it.
day. I mean, it's not that good.
But I mean, you're pretty good at those things.
Yeah.
Some other takeaways from E3: Mythic Quest with the guys from Always Sunny. It's going to be a
Tell
TV
me more,
show.
Brian.
Yes.
Holy shit.
TV show where they're video game designers, right? So I'm
Yes,
expecting
yes.
kind of what would be great is that Grandma's Boy meets Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's what at least we're hoping for.
Meet Silicon Valley, only better.
Yes.
Way
Yes.
better. You know,
Agreed.
That
like-
sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, I know. Did they
Tell me more.
That's pretty much what they announced. Now, I don't know what network it's going to be on. If it's going to stay on FX
Probably a Fox
or go somewhere
affiliate.
else.
Oh wait, Disney owns all that shit now. So
Yeah.
Oh no.
it's up in the air.
Disney
at this
Plus.
point. No,
How much?
$4.99 November.
That raunchy shit's gonna be on Hulu. It
Same
ain't
has
gonna
been
be on,
sponsored by
Disney
all this
Plus.
shit, and we just don't know it.
Just keep listening.
Yeah, Mythic Quest, Life is Strange 2 is coming out. That's one of my daughter's favorite video games, so big shout out to my newly graduated from high school
Congratulations.
senior.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, I know she's excited about that one.
You, girl.
You have a child in college now.
I know. Shit
Now
is
the worrying
crazy.
really starts.
I know. UNCW is going to have their hands full, but they got
With
themselves,
you
they got themselves a good
calling.
one. Yes.
You're going to be there all the time.
Yeah. Can I put these cameras up anywhere, or is it just no? I can't put any cameras
Sir,
in here.
Mr. Hernandez.
What do you mean I need a permit for this?
So yeah, she's getting ready to take over the world. But I mean, that's pretty much what I got from E3. You guys got anything else before we get into last call?
I just want to touch on, Mateo touched on the Final Fantasy remake. There's going to be a couple different versions of that. They're going to do it twice. The PS5 version is going to have 2 Blu-rays with it. It's because there's going to be so much additional content. So the PS4 version they put out is going to be sort of the dry run, the soft launch, and then they'll put out the full launch. So for the fans that played Final Fantasy VII on the original PlayStation, it's going to be similar, but it is not going to be the same. There is a revamped battle system. It's sort of a hybrid of like real time, like punch, kick, block, and then the sort of turn-based RPG style that we're used to. So I'm really excited about that. Final Fantasy VII isn't the only one that they announced they're remaking. They're redoing 8 and 10 as well.
Oh wow!
So a lot of sort of Final Fantasy love at E3. That was one of my highlights. We talked about Avengers as being one of my lowlights. The new Xbox, you talked about that. That was another one of my highlights. Project Scarlet, you talked about when it's coming and the 8K support. Just for sort of all the technical folks out there, the new Xbox Project Scarlet will be 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X, which is like the most powerful. It's one of the most powerful
giant
things.
leap.
Yeah, it's
what I mean?
crazy.
We'll be able to hack into the Pentagon soon.
I would
On your console.
I would expect probably
play a
a $5.99 or a $6.99 price tag
I'd say
on the
so.
new consoles. Okay, so be prepared for a pretty
Layaway.
significant
I'll be living in the past.
And my last sort of gripe, and probably my biggest gripe, Sony. Where the fuck are you? Like, what are you
just
doing?
didn't show up.
Yeah.
It is very disappointing. They missed an opportunity. Obviously, no PS5 coverage. But what even, pisses me off more about the Sony
making
demeanor.
Spider-Man movies.
I get it. You sold a lot of PlayStation 4s, right? You got the market cornered. But this whole, we're not going to go because we're looking for more inventive ways to connect with our fans. Like, that's horseshit.
Complete horseshit.
It's bullshit.
That's phoning it in.
What it is they don't have anything to show.
Right.
And they wanted to make it look like, we don't need this. I think you do a disservice to your fans. I think you do a disservice to the industry, because the industry as a whole looks to E3 as sort of that beacon of light of what's coming in the next couple years. And I think you dropped the ball, and I think you did fans disservice. So that is my soapbox. I am very, very upset with Sony. And that's it. That's what I got to say. Fuck you.
No, I agree. I mean, that's the equivalent of
Yeah.
the National Car Show and GM not showing up because they feel like they don't have to. I think
Yeah, we're
you
good.
hit it on the head with that. They don't have shit to show. Why would you not show up to the biggest video game convention on the planet?
But they come out.
Because they're Sony.
But fuck that. They come out a couple weeks ago and they start talking. Well, we got all this stuff. They start doing all this like verbal preview of everything that they have.
Right.
Show something. Do something.
Do work.
Fucking show Trover.
Do better.
Sorry.
You
No,
guys,
that's my
Jeremy,
that's
Matthew?
I mean, like I said, I love video games. I've always loved video games. I just never get to play them. For example, I have a PS4 and Red Dead 2, and I still haven't played it yet. Because I don't have any
So
time.
you haven't even
tell you
tried.
something.
Shame.
I mean, yes.
Get rid of it.
You haven't even
Get rid of
named
it.
your horse yet.
But
Snot rocket.
Got the
You know
horses
what?
in the back.
if Sony was going to do anything,
door.
if Sony was going to do anything, they should have promoted Trover Saves the Universe.
Ooh.
This is the only game that I am
Jerry.
jazzed about.
Coming with the heat.
Trover Saves the Universe was created by Squanch Games. Yes, you know that word because the creator is one Justin Roiland, the co-creator of Rick and Morty, and so
Oh, here it's all making sense.
This game is all over the fucking place. You are this little purple dude with 2 little faces for your eyes.
It's going to be a hit. I can already
You
tell.
you get to fuck shit up, but no, I don't care what the mechanics are. I don't care what you're doing in the game. Justin Roiland is doing most of the voices for from the main character to the little nobody over here, and this shit is hilarious. If you are a Rick and Morty fan, you know who you are. Okay? We can smell our own, all right? If you're a Rick and Morty fan, you need to get this game. Trover Saves the Universe. You will love it. It's only available on PC, and it's only available, sorry, Saba, on PS4.
No, it's fine. I mean, one other thing, I think I don't have a Switch, so this is a little bit less significant
I don't
for
think
me.
any of us do.
Nintendo came out of left field and surprised with the new Zelda trailer. Nobody knew about it, and it looks fucking dope. So
I do want to get one.
Yeah, I want to get one as
They
well.
look fun.
My brother got one
Yeah.
for my nephew, and it's pretty rad.
It's fun.
It's
right?
pretty
It's
rad.
just
You
fun.
just
The
take it
mobile
with
part,
you.
is
Yeah.
that pretty cool?
Yeah, so we Courtney and I bought one for my niece and nephew for Christmas. Uncle Saba coming in with the fucking Switch.
I don't know how old they are, but I'm sure they're not listening to this.
Uncle Saba
No,
wants
but I
you.
just want
got
everybody to know what kind of fucking uncle I am. You know what I mean? But we played it more than they did when they set it up, and it's fun. It's fun.
Are
Super-
you sponsored
su-
by Nintendo too now?
No, not sure. But if you want to send me a Switch,
Nintendo, send me free stuff.
hit me up on hit us up on social media.
Yeah, you hit us up,
That's right.
Nintendo.
We are going to start a new little segment here on the show called Last Call. And it's going to be kind of like what we used to do with solo dubs, but instead of like getting like 5-10 minutes in, we got 1 to 2 minutes apiece to just kind of shout out whatever we want to shout out.
Last call!
So there you go. And we're going to kick it off with Jerry, who's going to be doing our last call announcing.
I'm going to only talk about it used to be called Raleigh SuperCon. It's coming up. It's called GalaxyCon now. It'll be in Raleigh. Every celebrity that you've ever wanted to meet is going to be there. From Rocky Horror to Star Trek to Clerks to anything you want.
The Office.
The Office. Oh my God, we've got to get that group photo of us with
Oh,
The
we're going
Office. Who all's going to be there for The
So
Office?
we got Oscar, Stanley the Manly,
Kevin,
Creed.
right?
Creed.
Oh,
Creed
Creed.
Bratton's going
Yeah,
to be there.
Creed. And then they just added the British chick
Yeah,
from Doctor Who as well.
Yeah, well, she was there last year. She's a double whammy. She was on Doctor Who and The
Right.
Office.
So she's doing both. And then I
She's
think
making
Kevin,
some money.
Kevin's the other one.
double
Oh, wait, no, it's
She
Meredith.
really is.
Meredith.
Meredith will
Meredith.
definitely
Meredith's
be
the
there.
other one. Yep.
But no,
You see the Kevin Funko with the chili?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, no. When those come out, I will get all of them.
Nothing's better than the Thanos Funko and the Christmas sweater.
That thing is
That
pretty badass.
Yeah, they're doing a new wave of Christmas ones, and there's one with Thanos with a Christmas sweater. It's hilarious. But no, go to GalaxyCon. It's in Raleigh. It's the end of July. I didn't write the dates down. It's the very end.
The
of
last
July.
weekend of July.
Yeah.
Go check it out, people.
We will be in the house. We will
Be in
be
the building.
getting our group photos on and our signatures on. So come out.
Matthew's giving out free high fives for his birthday.
Fuck yeah.
Matthew, what's your last call on?
Ooh, last call. Well, I don't want to get all sappy and shit, but
Do it.
Too late.
This is your time.
these guys put something together for me. As you all know, I am recovering from a heart transplant, and the community is actually coming together by way of
As it should.
Brian and Jerry and everyone here.
Everybody.
So come to Stumbles on June 29th
Yep.
and celebrate life with me. We're doing fundraisers. There'll be live music. I don't know. There'll be
DJing,
rhinos,
battle
It's gonna
dancing,
be an awesome time.
Jello wrestling.
We'll
Yeah.
all be there. It's going to be great. Come out.
nunchucks.
Jerry will be running around in a coffee cup costume.
Some type of costume, I guarantee it.
But yeah, they're doing this for me, and I can't even express in words how moved I am. And like I said, it's not really about the money. The money's good, great.
It's not
Thank
charity.
you.
It's
the
humanity,
love
people.
vibe.
It's about spreading love and spreading awareness and perspective. Like what happened to me can happen to anyone at any time.
That's right.
So you just gotta stop crying about bullshit
Here.
and let's have fun.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's right. June 29th. Be on the lookout on the website as well as our social media. We'll update as all the information and the raffles and all that fun stuff.
We'll
comes
get it to
us.
you.
Sabo, what's your
Did you
last
see me
call?
crying in the parking lot? Is that was that a shot
Yes.
at me? I'm just kidding.
Which time?
Yeah, every time. So I'm gonna self-promote. Jesus Christ, I really wish he would have went after me because now I just sound like a piece of shit. You know, Brian, in our social media sites have done a good job sort of communicating the rebrand and some of the new things that we have coming. And I want to take this time to talk a little bit about two things that I have coming and a little bit more detail. I have the Water Cooler, which is a sports-based podcast with my buddy Luke Crocker. Episode zero on that is done. We're going to be posting that at some point. We are much further along on the Water Cooler than we are on the other project. We got a logo. We got the music. We did episode 0. It sounds great. Luke and I already have about 6 or 7 episodes of content that we have sort of talked out. It's going to be outstanding. We're going to do it from his living room. I think the sound quality is going to be good, but it's not going to sound like this. You know, I don't expect that.
Shout out to Stan.
But it's going to sound good. And then we also have screen time that's coming
Listen,
as well.
but it's going to sound like shit.
Yeah, it's not-
But still listen.
you know, be heard the episode 0 I did. The sound quality is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But then we also have screen time, which is sort of a short form. I'll do an episode 0 on that as well. Look, man. We do big things on Zero Dark Nerdy. This is a much more smaller, topic-based, short-form, mini-episode, video games,
Focus.
TV shows, but not like, you know, kind of more talking about different things, years, kind of like, you know, your favorite year of the 90s. It'll be very sort of similar to that kind of content. And then movies, but, you know, not movie reviews. We're not going to review, you know, Endgame or anything like that. It's going to be more like let's do a 15-minute podcast on Bill Murray and talk about our favorite Bill Murray movies. You know, very similar to what we did with Tarantino.
Right.
You guys will be on that. We're all going to do it. Listen, man. We will definitely do it. It's just going to be smaller. It's going to be focused. I think, you know, I talked about it on you know what? Listen to episode 0 of the Water Cooler coming soon. We'll talk about it. I talk about where it is. That's it. Boom.
There you go.
Love
there you
it.
go. Mine might run a little bit more than 1 or 2 minutes, but it's
Wait a minute,
it's
you
a lot
set
of
the rules,
gratitude. I
motherfucker.
know, but it's just, you know, a little bit of gratitude first and
Do
foremost.
as I say, not as I do.
That's right. Damn it.
Bitch.
Parenting 101. Do as I say, not as I do. That's right. I do want to start off by giving a big shout out to Jamie and Stan over here at On the One Studios. These guys are doing
Stanimal.
fantastic things. Like I said, the sound quality has been fantastic. Stan's just a good friend of ours, good friend of the show, but fantastic sound engineer. So
And he looked good. He
does look good. I know you can't see him.
I like
He's
their
a
hair.
cute little fucker right here. Well, these guys have been nothing but fantastic to us. You know, we are going to start doing some episodes out of our own apartments. You know, a couple more press play. These guys are doing big things over here, but we definitely appreciate the time and everything you guys have done for us.
We'll be back.
And we'll be back. This isn't goodbye forever. You know, we'll probably have some episodes where we actually have like a studio audience. You know, like cool shit like that.
We know people.
So yeah, we have some friends.
Zero
I hope.
Dark Nerdy brought to you.
So
studio audience of our parents.
I'll be coming out like Arsenio on episode 1.
Come on, man. It's going to be a Scooby-Doo laugh track.
Oh, I wish. We got to get the clap sign.
That's right. Yes.
Applause.
Clap, you bastards.
Applause.
And then a shame.
Big shout out to these guys, you know, here at I was going to say Multi-Popstroll, which is, you know, the umbrella corporation, but Zero Dark
brand.
Nerdy. Jerry, Matthew, Jordan, who's not here, and of course Saba. You know, these guys are 4 of my bestest friends, and you know we're a year in,
I don't
and
fucking like you.
and
okay.
you know I could not have done this without them. So just wanted to, you know, take the time on air to thank them for all that they do, and you know we're growing. We're in year 2 now. Saba's doing his own thing. Matthew's got NW Bros coming out where they're going to be covering all kinds of wrestling. Jerry's going to be doing more stuff with local artists here in town.
Yep.
We got more stuff on YouTube coming out. So
Talk
we're
about
not,
the food thing, man.
Yeah, we're not breaking up by any means. We're just, you know, we're still going to form like
branching out,
Voltron,
you know?
but we're going to
Grub
branch
Life.
out. Yeah, Grub Life. We just aired the first episode, which the quality was not great. So I think moving forward, we're not
It
going to.
reminded me of Sunday football at Stumbles, though. The quality was the same as you
Right.
see on the TV.
Right,
Was
yeah.
it a coincidence? I don't know.
Right. Yeah. So I think instead of being at the mercy of the Wi-Fi of where we go, so Grub Life is going to be where we're going to go around North Carolina, Greensboro, of course,
Next
but
one.
different restaurants, things like that. The next one will be next week, actually, at Pites and Bites.
So we got
Bites
space.
and Pites.
Do we have space in that one for others?
As far as
Like us, other folks?
Oh yeah.
attending?
I just said that this one, the one Thursday.
I know. I understand.
Yeah, this one.
Let me know the time. I
I
want
will.
to come.
We'll get into all that.
We can't
But yeah,
wait
we're
to
just
go
gonna
see Chris
showcase
and
local restaurants and talk about their food because food's fucking delicious and there's a lot of great restaurants
Yes,
around
Chris.
here.
Yep.
So yeah, Chris Fuller will be in the building. Mike Bosco is the one that set it up. And we're really, really looking forward to that one. Thank you to Chris for letting us do our pilot episode at Stumbles. As I said, what we'll probably do is tape them first and then air them later, so we don't have to be at the mercy of the Wi-Fi of the
Special
building.
thank you to Chris for saying my name so many times.
That was really
Say
funny.
my name.
Say my
Say my name. You're goddamn right.
You're just running around in that head, aren't you?
And then the last call, I brought it up on the last episode, I think, or maybe this episode, I don't know. But my daughter, she makes me proud every single day. She just graduated high
my
school.
God. You
Jordan,
should be proud.
you're the best.
great.
She graduated Kuma Sum something.
Happy Father's Day, brother.
So,
Yes.
yeah, appreciate
Happy
it. To all
Father's
the
Day to
dads
you
out
too,
there.
man.
This will
Thank
be the
you.
episode we air this week too. So happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And Jordan, thank you for making me a proud dad every single day. So that's my little heartfelt moment right there. I know there aren't too many of those.
That's it.
So that's going to wrap it
June
up for this
29th,
episode.
Stumble Still
Zero
got
Dark
feelings.
30. June
Be there.
29th, fundraiser for Mateo. Hopefully going to get my brother Scholar to play. If not, we'll get some other local talent
It's
gonna
be some live music.
But there's going to
We
be
gonna
some
jam.
live music.
We got some talent.
we gonna jam.
Check out the website, courtesy of our friends at Zibster. It's www.popculturepodcast.com. And make sure you check out Zibster for all your website and SEO needs. That's ZIBSTER.com. That's going to do it for us. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Love you.
Yes! Yeah! Victory!
And anger management?
Fuck anger management.